Hello and welcome to Tutor Sheet. Today we're going to be going over the best extracurriculars that you can do in high school that are business related. Going into one of the most popular ones, we have DECA. So if you don't already know, DECA is one of the largest high school business competitions in the US, and it basically gives you an opportunity to compete at the regional, state, and international level if you qualify. Essentially in this club, you'll have to take a test, and it's usually 100 questions with around 100 minutes that you get to solve it. And you'll also conduct a business role play, which is basically a situation that they give you, and it'll have one big problem, and you're going to solve it while incorporating business terms and logic. And this is what you would present in front of a judge. That's usually the most common type of DECA event, but there's also different types of presentations and virtual games that you can check out, both that are pre-prepared and on the spot. And these are always in different specialities of business, such as entrepreneurship, finance, etc. And each of these will have their own rules and specifications. You can all check out this information on the DECA.org website itself. The next extracurricular is Future Business Leaders of America. Now, any DECA member would tell you that this is literally just a ripoff of DECA, but they too have similar programs with a lot of different events that you can choose from. I've even seen some people choose FBLA over DECA since it's a little bit easier to get into nationals depending on what state you're in. So take that with a grain of salt. It's also important to realize that not every school will have a DECA chapter, so a lot of people will choose to do FBLA instead, or choose to make either a DECA chapter or FBLA chapter. Another cool fact about both DECA and FBLA is that usually these competitions are held in really unique places. For example, DECA would commonly go to Orlando as a competition site, so it's a really fun experience. Another good extracurricular is the National Economics Club. And this is basically an economics quiz, and there's two divisions. The first division is the lower division, and it's meant for people who haven't taken an AP economics course. And the second one is meant for if you have taken an AP economics course. So this would be AP microeconomics and AP macroeconomics. So basically, if you do well in your regional and state level competitions, you get flown out to do the finals in New York, which is pretty good. And you will also compete in a case study and go through a buzzer round. So that wraps up the video for today. I know a lot of you are wondering where some of the other extracurricular competitions that you can do and why they're not on this list, but I purposely excluded them because some competitions like the Wharton Investment Competition are typically not offered at schools, and those are activities you really have to pursue on your own, similar to marketing research or business research of any kind. Now, I will say this. While there are a lot of business-related clubs, starting your own thing in addition to joining one of these is always the best way to go. Setting up a stock investment club or things of that nature are really common, and they also allow you to pursue passions outside of the competitions. But it's important to realize that these structured events will give you some of the awards that you'll need for college applications and things of that nature. So it's also important to check some of these out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And make sure to check out these competitions as they start in the fall.